Oh my sweet baby Jesus. Good morning guys and welcome back to another day trading recap video. Today is Monday, June 13th, and there is so much going on that I opened a few tabs on my day trading screen. So let's go over there right now so I don't forget what's going on. First of all, Morning Brew, which is my favorite news email outlet. I get my morning news from here very quickly. I also have like 19 other tabs I work through, but this one summarizes almost everything every time really nicely. If you guys want to check out Morning Brew, check out the first pinned comment right below this video. You'll go to this screen and then you can sign up for the newsletter. Now let's go back into it. Look at this. Year to date, NASDAQ down 27%. What else we got? Yeah, S&P and Dow down a little bit less. Obviously, the Dow Jones, a little bit safer stock, so that one's not down nearly as bad. But look at this. Bitcoin year-to-date down to 42%. Right now, it's at 26,000. We've seen it much lower. Well, not much lower, but we crawled all the way back to 30,000 from like 22 or 21 or something like that. So it was a nice bounce, but boom, we're right back to it today. And then Ethereum down 60% today. It's a bloodbath out there. And actually, really quickly, let me show you guys this dominance here of Bitcoin at 46%, even though it had the big sell-off, because everything else sold off just as aggressively. It's just absolutely insane out there. You can see the 7-day across the board. It's been a pretty bloody session. Yeah, also you can see Bitcoin here on this list around 11 and ranking on infinite market cap. And the reason assets are going down so much right now is because inflation was shown to be worse than expected, like 8.6% inflation, which came out in the CPI reports on Friday. So that's what's getting priced in right now. Or maybe there's a bit of fear selling going on. It's hard to say, but tech assets, as we just saw it here, like the NASDAQ, so anything really tech heavy or high flyers are getting punished extra hard. So right now with crypto specifically, falling off a cliff here, extreme fear right now at 11. Last month it was at 9, also really, really bad. So it's just a bloodbath out there. The SPY, opened up down 3% today and just kept on selling off. And we'll talk about that in a second. It's still selling off, hitting new lows. So that's going to be a good one to talk about in a second here. Quick little side note though, Juneteenth coming up on Monday, which means I'll probably be taking Friday off, make my 4-day weekend out of it. I made that mistake last time. I didn't stick to my trading rules where I take the trading day before the holiday, I take off. I make a 4-day weekend out of it because my trading statistically is not good the day before a 3-day weekend. So I make a 4-day weekend out of it. A little bit of an update there. I just want to refresh your guys' memory because I know myself, I do forget things like this. And actually, let's just go to the second trading screen right here to get a little bit of a better angle. And then so there's that. And I just wrapped up my trading. I imported my trades, which we can do now since TD Ameritrade now shows the transactions earlier. So I did 19 trades today, and if I just go to my stats, I'll open it here and then I'll quickly finish my wizard as well just to get out of this screen, close that, and then whack kablang, I'm up $921 today. So a nice little green day. 14 winners with a 73% accuracy, so that's above average. That's pretty good. My average is around 66, so that's really nice in terms of like about 2 years of trading this specific strategy as well. Anything else kind of interesting here? Average position cost, I sized up a little bit more. I also had a lot of small accidental trades, some hotkey issues, just in and out. And just a lot of trades. I luckily didn't give back that much profit, so my profit margin was pretty high today. You can see I only gave back $400, so I would have been up $1,300 if I had no red trades, but that's a little unrealistic. But what I really do like here is the fact that let me go to my calendar, that we are able to continue our little bit of a green streak here. Well, yes, Friday was a green day. So we'll continue our new green streak right now. And what I really like is the fact that I was able to keep my red days very small. There was a few days I really wasn't in the flow. I really, really felt it. Like my mind was just somewhere else. I've been sleeping a little bad because of all the pollen going on right now in Berlin. My nose has been a little bit stuffy and I've been waking up in the middle of the night quite a bit. So that was pretty rough. Noticing when you're not on your A game and kind of reducing your size, reducing your exposure, making sure you're not getting too aggressive or something like that, or just taking totally off is usually a good idea. And I was able to do that pretty well in the 8th and the 9th and even the 10th because I wasn't feeling great on Friday either. So today feeling a little bit better, coming back. My nose is still stuffy, but it's a whole weekend of rest, so that always makes me feel a little better. So I'm happy to hit the ground running here on Monday. Now let's go back to the more official trading screen and then show you guys what's been going on, because look at all these tickers here that were just flying everywhere. Look at all this. This is ridiculous. I traded, and here you see again $921 of profit. I traded these 5 tickers right here, but man, there was so much more going on. Like for example, I missed out on a lot of stuff today. Let's take AUVI for example. This ticker popped up pretty late. Around 9:45, it was, we wanted to start watching it maybe a little bit, maybe even a little bit later here in this area on $3. And then it had a great breakout in this area, just a beautiful quick move right here. 17%, which is nice. Overall, a smaller mover today in general, also had a big flush, but there's just opportunities across the board. We also had AERC, which did really nice moves today, but also had a big flush at one point. So a little bit risky as we approach 10 o'clock today, and now we've had a lot of consolidation with volume falling off a cliff. But look at this move too. Wow, 40% here. Again, we weren't really watching this ticker at all. I was noticing it when I was wrapping up my trading a little bit late. I think I was watching it somewhere in this area. Either it was this one or this. I think originally was this one, and then I saw it again here, thinking if I wanted to trade this area. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. This was like a nice 9% breakout here from the lows. I could have easily jumped on that. I mean, 5 minutes it was perfect, 1 minute was perfect, volume was perfect. So I should have, but I feel like I'm still not really used to the markets like getting better. I mean, this is like a really good trading day today, and we had a lot of opportunities. So a little bit, I was like, what is going on? I loved it, but I already traded 5 tickers. So anytime I trade 5 tickers, oftentimes I'm not doing that good because like I'm all over the place. So I already felt like I was all over the place, and like I wasn't about to trade a bunch of new tickers at like 950 when there was still a bunch of other good moves going on. So that's my little perspective there on that. But, let's go through these tickers. So we had blue pop up today. I didn't do well on this one, which is fine. I mean, this ticker was ugly as it gets. I don't even want to talk about the daily so much. You'll see it again here, the daily chart. But yeah, big backside pattern with a lot of resistance above. High relative volume, so that's quite nice. But look at this. I had a huge extended move on the close of Friday. So it moved up here, had a great strong move, but it wasn't able to hold these highs, and we've basically been reverse stair stepping down. I tried a little bit of a pop here back below, or as we were approaching VWAP and trying to get back above VWAP, because I'm only trying to trade front side right now, which is ideally over VWAP. But yeah, it didn't really amount to much, and I took a small loss on my second trade right here in this area, and I was like, that's fine, I'll just walk away from this one. A lot of aggressive sell off on it. There were so many better opportunities, so I wasn't too focused. I traded RDBX early on as well, RDBX pre-market. I don't think I traded this one at the market open. I can't wait till I don't see this ticker anymore. I see it every single day I'm trading, and I don't like multi-day runners for day trading, so I was never really too aggressive trading this one. There was a time after the market opened, like a 950, this ticker was back above VWAP, big 5-minute breakout here, so maybe some trading opportunity here in this area, but for me, this is a very choppy ticker. I mean, look at the 5 minutes, super choppy. So I typically want to be avoiding stocks like this. 15% move right here, but it didn't really have any, like this volume was very light. Well, not super light. It was okay. It was definitely on the light side. It is a higher price ticker, so I guess this volume is a bit okay. But again, it's just not my bread and butter, and the typical price range I'm looking for between $2 and $7. I did trade this breakout here, but I didn't get my size. And then I got this pullback here, but again, I didn't get any aggressive. Like I should have been like 500 shares like minimum here in this area, and I got a little pop, but nothing really too interesting. Then EKSO I traded. Let's see here what's going on with this ticker. Ooh, it's actually trending up higher right now, so it could be back in the trading. But 5 minute, look how choppy this ticker is as well. Kind of stressful. Again, not really my favorite kind of price action we're seeing here. Let's scroll back where I originally started trading this ticker. This one I actually did good on originally, and then I just ended up getting back a lot of profits on it. So in this breakout, so we had, check out the 5 minute. We had a big 5 minute breakout here. I was buying into this pullback, accumulating size right here, waiting for a rip back higher. This was a 6% move right here. And that's what I got. So I got actually almost like a perfect entry and exit on this one. And where is it? My size was actually quite all right too. I had like 4,000 shares, I think, at total, something like that. So this was a really good trade. I was up like 350 on it or something like that. And actually, I could tell you right now, if we just go to my trading calendar and go here, and what ticker was that again? EKSO, and we just scroll down to EKSO. This was one of my first trades. So yeah, I made 340 on this one. 4,000 shares, about $10,000 cost per trade for this trade. So $10,000 trade roughly. So yeah, I made a nice little return on this one. But then again, I gave back EKSO here, 130, and then at the market open, I gave back on it again. So gave back here, and then again here. I just couldn't get back into the flow on this one. I think one good trade opportunity after this would have been right here below VWAP, as it was setting up for a nice break. But there was break of VWAP, but the volume was pretty okay on it too. But again, there was just so many other opportunities. And, once this ticker was just like super choppy, and look at all these red spike candles, all these big red 1 minute volume candles. That's not what I want to see. So I wasn't really interested in EKSO. It was really hands down, without a question, it was DWAN that was on fire, and it was HILS that was just beautiful. For me, DAWN was like the first big winner. I did actually give back quite a lot of profits on DAWN. Or like I never had a lot of big winners, and then I had a lot of like weird like break-even trades where I was up and then I didn't close, and I closed and then I finally closed, and then it runs, and I was like, I couldn't get into a flow on DAWN really. And a little bit was because I had so much to do this morning. I was just really busy, or early afternoon because I'm in Berlin right now, really busy with Trade Journal and working with our team right now because there's a lot going on. And usually like when I'm trading, I'm not doing anything else. But today there's just a lot going on in my Slack right now. It's blowing up. So that's what I'm going to go right back to after this recap video. And at first I really didn't believe in DAWN. I was like, this ticker's just like inching along here. Like volume is like very questionable for a while. I was like, okay, I'll take a stab at it, made a little bit of money, and then I looked away and I was like, this ticker's still here. And then kind of kept doing that all pre-market. And then I was able to wrap up some profits on it doing that. But like I really should have focused and, did bigger size on it. Biotech here, 62 million shares outstanding and 845 million market cap. So this is pretty much a large cap with a pretty high float. So it was trading a bit weird. You could really feel that in the order book. So maybe that's why I was a little bit iffy on it. Does have some catalysts here, a bunch of news coming out actually. So yeah, a lot going on. Let's go to the 5 minute again, get a better view. Yeah, just a solid trend here to the front side, 130% move more or less, and always above the 9 EMA on the 5 minute. Once the market opened, this ticker was a disaster, but you could see how I was trading the front side here all pre-market, pretty much since 7 a.m. Zooming in on my trades a little bit more, just the classics moves, some bull flags and whatnot. I did have a few times where I chased into these breakouts, and it actually almost worked every single time, except I think one where I lost on. Here was a really nice breakout. I think the move I really missed on this one was when right here, there was more volume increasing. We had this great 835 breakout, and I did not trade this one till later. I was doing something else. I remember I look back on the screens and it's like right here in this pullback. Without even thinking about it, I jump in with my hotkey Alt-A, which is buy 1,000 shares or whatever it was at the time, 100 shares or something like that. Usually on a $10 stock, I have like 300 shares, and I was just like buying. So I only got a partial fill here. Or at least one of my entries got a partial fill. It popped up. I took profits. It goes even higher, then sells off. I edged into this one. This was like a break-even trade. And then somewhere in this area, I think I gave back, like, I think in this flush or something like that. It was a little frustrating because it, recovered right away again. But yeah, I don't know. DAWN, really nice in terms of, like a clean front side, but just like in terms of like continuous clean front side, but actually intraday trading this one on the 1 minute was kind of stressful. Like there was a lot of these like little pops, and that's why I didn't trust the ticker, had very low volume. It was just a little iffy. And then I said in the Discord, I was like, okay guys, DAWN, like very thickly traded pre-market, like typically you want to avoid stocks like this at the market open. They don't tend to perform super well. And yeah, this time it didn't perform. Sometimes they do, but on average, I've noticed when a ticker is very thickly traded pre-market, I don't like to trade it once the market opened. And I write that exactly in my checklist, which you could download at tradejournal.co/start. Yeah, okay, so yeah, a lot of flushes at the market open DAWN, so not very nice. Look at this huge one right here. This is just like, this ruined someone's day for sure. Yeah, a lot of resistance on the daily though right now. So I don't know if I'm super bullish on it, but high relative volumes, that's really nice. 180-day SMAs really coming down, slamming this one, which is just, big resistance. We'll see how it holds. Technically it's holding its highs pretty well. I wouldn't be surprised if it tried again for a break of 14, but right now the resistance is definitely in the room. And then we have HILS. Wow, this one was on fire. And, talking about HILS, look at this. So David, who always trades off of his phone, just absolutely crazy. He got a really nice trade on this one. Let's see, he made $5,000 in one of the trades. It was a really nice one. It was like in at 171, out at 188. That was a solid profit. And then he goes to later say, let's see here, had a swing from Friday for a 2,000 loss, so finishing up today only $13,000. PS, thank you all for calling this out this morning. I was running late last minute, logged in because I was feeding the kiddos, so I didn't have anything to watch except Tesla, of course. Community is awesome. So yeah, David, recognizes how awesome the Trade Journal community is, and I totally agree. Like, logging in every morning and getting to trade with you guys makes trading so much better. I almost don't even remember what life was like before trading with the community. Really, really appreciating it myself as well. So HILS pops up here. And yeah, you guys can join the Trade Journal Discord, the community, everything. In the footer of Trade Journal, you'll see all the links you could ever want. So, okay, HILS, crazy. Let's go to this one. I'm up only 4,000 on it, close to 500, close to 500. So not like David's 5,000. So, I could have done a lot better on this one. Nice high relative volume here. Big spike day. A lot of resistance above though. So $2 was like the spot to watch late morning when we were watching this one. Biotech, 11.6 million shares outstanding, 17 million market cap. What do we got here? A bunch of catalysts coming out as well. So that was looking really good. Love it. So everything's, lining up, and look at this one, shares, probably the float's below 10 million and the market cap is 17 million. So like, this is a classic low float momentum small cap that, I just love. This really sums it up. It was halting, which was a little sketchy. I'm not crazy about the halts, but you know what? You can't be overly picky. There's always going to be like, if you have a checklist of 10 things, there's always going to be like 3 or 4 that are like a little bit, red flaggy. But this one really checked off most boxes for sure. Has a really aggressive breakout here in this area. And this is crazy. I didn't even trade any of this. It eventually gets halted. This is like up 60%, gets halted, opens up, and then I start trading. Now with a hotkey, I go enter this one, Alt A again. And before I know it, it pops up like this. I'm like, oh, perfect. I thought I was going to get more shares here, but I only got like 1,000, but whatever. It popped up like literally like 6%, 10%. I go to sell with Alt S, my other hotkey. And the second I go to sell, it dips all the way down to my entry. I sell because I literally just pressed the hotkey and it popped right back up. And I was like, that was like $150 right there that I just, missed out on just like that. Because I just pressed it a second too late or, second too soon. Either one would have been better. Anyway, pulls back down here. I size up, pulls back, and then I get, it keeps pulling back. And all of a sudden, like, I'm red on this ticker. And I'm like, pulls back up here, close for some profits. This was actually a pretty decent win. But if I just held for this pop right here, I would have made $1,000 more. So that would have been really, really nice. And then it pulls back one more time here and pops again. This would have been a really beautiful trade. I think this is the trade David got. This was the $5,000 trade David got. I should have, could have, would have traded this one for sure. It was a perfect setup. 5 minute was good. 1 minute was good. And there was room to run by like 20%. Everything told me to trade this one, but I don't know why I didn't. So shame on me for that. But yeah, HILS was beautiful. Now this one's not holding its highs nearly as good as DAWN. But at the same time, it's kind of interesting. Volume's fading kind of aggressively. But look at this. It's below VWAP. So I'm not very bullish on this one. Plus, we've seen this ticker before in the past and only spiked and didn't hold its highs. So DAWN might be a little bit more interesting. It's also on a backwards pattern, so that's not really great. But it is holding maybe highs a little bit better. It's hard to say. They're both under VWAP, and they're not really interesting to me at the moment anymore. So I'm not going to be trading them. Pause off on that for me for sure. But yeah, just crazy opportunity today. But look at the SPY here. Let's just look at this one really fast. We had a former floor around 384, and then pre-market today, we broke that. We broke it hard, and this was just, I was trying to click on 4 hour. So yeah, we broke that right here in this area, boom, and devastating. So yeah, it was a gap down, and now it's still selling off the SPY. This is really turning into a bloodbath today. Look at Bitcoin down 21.7% today. It's ridiculous. Everything is getting just slaughtered. So yeah, rough stuff out there. I think one of my favorite stocks, one of my stocks that I'm ready to rebuy in, I sold a lot recently at $80, is Coin. Look at this ticker, just absolutely getting destroyed. I sold a bunch right here at 80 after this 100% bounce, and my goal is to rebuy it. I don't know when I'm going to rebuy it. I don't really want to rebuy it today. It did have a 10% bounce or 14% bounce today, but I'm going to keep waiting. If it goes below 40, then I'm going to really jump on it hard. Otherwise, I don't know. I'll probably start just DCAing into it. as the recession, starts coming to a bit more fruition here. I have no rush to really size into this ticker at the moment, but I'm watching it. I really do like the potential for Coinbase over the next 3, 4, 5 years. That was everything for today. Absolutely a crazy day here. I'm happy that I can walk away with $900 profit. Nice way to start the week. Hopefully I can get a little bit more aggressive and do a little bit better trading in the next coming days here, especially because I want to really wrap up by Thursday, so it's only going to be a 4-day week for me. So I'll see you guys then in tomorrow's recap video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning in the Discord. Like always, guys, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.